sure you don't see here. So as a young designer aware of the ecology crisis, I wonder how to face the rising temperature through the textile practices and their daily use in order to generate a feeling of freshness and shooting for the body and the sense. So now I will develop one of my textile qualities that questions the relationship we have with the floor in the West by developing a welcoming tactile sofa that embeds the body to relax through a direct relationship with the materials. So everything started by one of my personal experiences in Thailand, where the ground is a space of life, sharing, and occupation. And I really want to propose a new way of apprehending this space, which is be privileged during the strong hell, because the hot air being lighter and tending to rise naturally. So to the floor, it's very fresh. So I decided to develop a quality revisiting the traditional Japanese tatami by proposing a floor mattress, but made from a material specific to my region, the san, which is a natural material from the Kamar territory. So this material responds perfectly to the context of sustainable development, as well as the protection of natural environments by its regular cuting. So after my visit in the south in France to a sanier, I started to prototype, and I realized alone the sand is fragile, but group it's resistant. So I decided to opt for a system of an articulation between a woven surface and the presence of bundle of sand through small modern, and I researched also the right diameter of the bundle to obtain a uniform contact. And for that, I developed a tool in front of the flap that allowed me to adjust the volume of each of my bundles, determining the wind and the land. So the bundle of sign are then imprisoned in double weave, allowing the creation of the pockets by the seamlessly weaving of two chains. So my warp and weft are both in linen. I decided to use this material for this mechanical, insulating, thermoregulatory properties and its low ecological impact. And I underline, with the vertical bond, one of the edge for the realization of a nikat in warp. So like you can see in video, I blend small portion of yard with plastic thread to create some reserve. And once dyed, each knot is carefully united by hands, leaving an irregular rhythm of small white area. And I decide to counterbalance the horizontality given by the weaving of my bundles. I try through the weave to create a dynamic by a weft effect wheel, which draw a marked diagonal, like you can see at the right. And I wonder how rhythm and color can influence and reinforce the idea of structure. So through the practice of drawing, I try to restore the movement induced by the presence of bundle by a play of stripe. And I restored this graphic research by a woven experimentation where each proposal offered different dynamics. So following my sample, I made in prototype in scale 1, where its anthropomorphic proportion allow one to lie or sit, to inhabit the ground and to interact with the surface. So the body is in contact with the linen fiber, while the sand brings ribbons, a play of volume, sun, and texture, and cradled by this ikat stripes that create a soft visual dynamics.
Alice, it's time.
Yeah, it's finished. Thank you for listening.